Your cat disappears into the other room. You hear the familiar sound of something being dragged across the floor. And then they appear in the doorway, toy in mouth, looking directly at you. Maybe they drop it at your feet. Maybe they carry it over and set it on your lap. Maybe they make that strange muffled sound they only make when they're carrying something, that low, urgent chirp with their mouth full. And you think, okay, they want to play. So you pick up the toy and wiggle it. And your cat just sits there, watching. Not chasing. Not pouncing. Just looking at you with an expression that somehow communicates both satisfaction and mild disappointment at the same time. And you wonder, what did you just miss? Here's the thing. You missed a lot. And it's one of the most fascinating behaviors in the entire feline world. The universal assumption is that a cat bringing a toy equals a play request. It seems obvious. Toy plus cat equals playtime. But if that were true, the cat would engage when you started playing. They don't. Not always. Sometimes they drop the toy and walk away the moment you pick it up. Sometimes they just watch. Sometimes they bring it back again later as if trying a second time to communicate something you clearly didn't understand the first time. The play theory doesn't hold up under observation. And when you look at what's actually happening, the real behavior is so much more layered and so much more moving than a simple game request. To understand what your cat is doing, you have to go back to where this behavior comes from. In the wild, cats are solitary hunters. But in social groups, feral colonies, family units, mother-kitten bonds, something remarkable happens after a successful hunt. Cats share their catch. Not randomly, selectively, with members of their trusted inner circle only. A mother cat brings prey back to her kittens, not just to feed them, but to teach them. To show them what a successful hunt looks like. To demonstrate the behavior she wants them to learn. To connect through the most fundamental act of feline survival. This behavior is called prey sharing, and it is one of the deepest expressions of social bonding in the cat world. When your cat brings you a toy, they are prey sharing with you. In their mind, they completed a hunt. They caught something. And the most natural thing in the world is to bring it to the person they trust most. You are their colony. You are their family. And this is how family works. What they're really asking for. Here's what most cat owners don't realize. When your cat brings you a toy, they are not asking you to play. They are asking you to witness. They want you to see what they did, to acknowledge the catch, to respond to the hunt, not take it over. Think about it from their perspective. They stalked. They pounced. They caught. And now they're presenting the result to the most important member of their group. The correct response in feline social language is not to grab the toy and start wiggling it. That's like a colleague presenting a finished project and having you immediately start editing it in front of them. What your cat wants in that moment is recognition, acknowledgement, a response that says, I see you. I see what you did. Well done. This is where it gets really interesting. The muffled chirp. Almost nobody talks about this specific detail, but it's one of the most telling behaviors in the entire sequence. When a cat carries a toy and makes that low, muffled, urgent vocalization, that sound has a name in behavioral research. It's called the prey call. And it exists for one reason, to announce a successful hunt to other members of the social group. Mother cats make this sound when returning to their kittens with food. Cats in feral colonies make it when bringing a catch back to share. And your domestic cat, living in your apartment with a fabric mouse, makes it when carrying their toy to you. The sound is involuntary, instinctive, ancient. Your cat isn't choosing to make that chirp. Their biology is making it for them, because every signal in their nervous system is telling them, you caught something, now call your family. If you've ever heard that sound and felt strangely moved by it without knowing why, now you know why. You were hearing something that predates domestication by thousands of years, directed entirely at you. The midnight delivery. Here's a scene that happens in households everywhere and almost always gets misread. It's 2 or 3 in the morning. You're asleep, and suddenly you're aware of a sound, that muffled chirp, getting closer. Your cat jumps on the bed and deposits a toy next to your head, maybe on your pillow, maybe directly on your face, and you groan and go back to sleep thinking your cat has lost their mind. But here's what actually happened. Your cat's hunting instinct peaks at dawn and dusk, crepuscular activity patterns built over thousands of years of evolutionary pressure. In the middle of the night, that instinct fired. They hunted their toy through the dark apartment, stalking, chasing, pouncing, and they caught it. And then they did exactly what their biology told them to do. They brought it to their family. To you. Asleep or not, you're their person. The catch belongs with you. It is genuinely one of the most loyal things a cat can do, even at 3 a.m. What to do instead? So, if grabbing the toy and playing isn't the right response, what is? React to the hunt first. When your cat brings you a toy, respond to the achievement before you do anything else. Look at them. Say their name warmly. Use a tone that communicates genuine acknowledgement. Oh, you got it. You caught it. Your cat reads your vocal tone and your attention with extraordinary precision. That response alone lands exactly right. Inspect the catch. Pick up the toy and look at it. Turn it over. Examine it. This mirrors exactly what a cat does when another cat shares prey with them. They investigate the catch together. It completes the social moment your cat was initiating. Then offer it back. Hold the toy out low and let your cat take it if they want to. At this point, if they want to play, they will engage. If they take it and walk away satisfied, they got what they came for. The acknowledgement was the whole point. And when you hear that muffled chirp at 3 a.m., at minimum, say something back from wherever you are. Even a sleepy "good job" in the right tone tells your cat their announcement was received. Every time your cat has ever brought you a toy, they were telling you something. Not play with me. Something older than that. Something that comes from deep in their biology and lands in the most tender part of their social instinct. They were saying, I did something. And you're the one I wanted to tell. You are their family. Their colony. The person worth hunting for. And now, every time your cat appears in the doorway with something in their mouth, you'll know exactly what to do. And exactly what it means. Tell me in the comments, does your cat bring you toys? When does it happen most? I want to hear every story. If you made it this far, you understand something most people never will. Cats aren't just pets. They're complex, emotional, intelligent beings. Tap the video on your screen to keep learning the secret language of cats. And subscribe to Cat Class because understanding your cat changes everything.